So the Dallas Wings have just traded Dejanay Carrington, and there is something else that they had to do to facilitate the trade, because they did take on more salary than was in Dejanay's salary. They waived a player, and the player they waived, I feel like, is a really interesting one, because I wouldn't be opposed to the reunion. I would not be opposed to the reunion. I would not be opposed to Tiara McCowan, who just got waived by the Wings. Like, yeah, she was on a max contract player, but if she signs anywhere, she goes on a pro-rated minimum. Maisha Hines-Allen's also protected. Why not her? Because Maisha Hines-Allen's way better than Tiara McCowan. Hines-Allen's way better than Tiara McCowan. But, like, she ends up... You have to wait the 2 days for the clear waivers, obviously. But, like, I'm not opposed to this. I'm going to be completely honest. For the Indiana Fever, I am not opposed to bringing in Tiara McCowan. Look, I don't think Tiara McCowan is very good. But, like, again, this is a team that employs Breanna Turner. Tiara McCowan is legit 6'7", 6'8", finishes everything around the basket. Can she guard the pick and roll? No. Can she guard in space? No. Is she a good shot blocker? No. Is she one of the worst defensive bigs in the WNBA? Yeah. Can she hit free throws? I don't know, okay, right? But Tiara McCowan, what she can do is she can come in for a 3-minute spell in a game and give you 6 points. She can come in as a situational player. Like, if we come up against, let's just say, the playoffs, because the Fever can get the 2nd seed. Let's say the Fever somehow end up as the 2nd seed, and you're playing the LA Sparks, and suddenly you're having to try to find some way of living with Cam Brink, Azarae Stevens, De'Arica Hamby, Rakia Jackson. Like, they could have 3 of those 4 on at the same time. How are you meant to live with that size? The Fever can't. The Fever don't have the size to live with that. And the Fever have, if they cut Breanna Turner, or they could go and cut Demiris freaking Dantas at this stage. Like, they could cut one of them, it doesn't really matter. They still have a prorated minimum deal left to give to a Tiara McCowan for the rest of the year, even if they do make that cut. So I still think I would take a Dantas over, as long as Dantas doesn't start going ISO Dantas like she did the last game. Like, Dantas has had one good game since she came back from Eurobasket. She's had one good game, albeit a great game against Phoenix Mercury. She's had one good game. Bree Turner has, like, again, there are minutes this season. Tiara McCowan has had games where she's scored more points in a minute than Bree Turner has scored this season. But, like, McCowan she is size. Like, she's better than Mercedes Russell. Mercedes Russell's more of a defensive player as well. And, like, to say that McCowan, like, they gave up McCowan, if I'm not mistaken. I think the Fever gave her up for, like, the 4th pick or something, for, like, one of the high picks in 2022. So she's a player that has been good. Not an all-star, but has been there or thereabouts, all-star level. Has been a starter her entire career, pretty much. Was expected to go number 1 in a draft with Jackie Young. Went number 3 in the end. It was a bad draft pick. Tiara McCowan's been bad this season. But, like, if you guys didn't see her playing for Mersin, so she played over in Turkey on the same team as Natasha Howard, Carly Samuelson, Bridget Carlton, Ileana Rupert, Marine Foto, Yvonne Anderson. She played with all them over in Turkey this year. And the big thing when it came to Tiara McCowan is that, like, she didn't start the games. There were games where she played 3 minutes because she was just kind of getting cooked. But there were some games, it was kind of her and Natasha Howard rotated. There were games where Howard kind of played on the bench when her size was needed. And the Indiana Fever just lack size. They've got their kind of athletic wing shooter in Chloe Bibby. They lack size. And size has just become available. Size has become available on the cheap. Size and a little bit of skill inside. Like, as far as size is concerned, how many centers are bigger than Tiara McCowan? Brittany Griner, Camila Cardoso, maybe. And obviously she doesn't have the foot speed of Cardoso. To be fair, Cardoso can't move laterally. She's just pretty good moving north-south. But, like, McCowan could come in and give us a DNP one game, come in for 3 minutes the next game, give us 4 points in 3 minutes, and then a game after that, play 18 minutes and score 16 points. Like, that is that's something that Tiara McCowan can do. And it just all comes down to what her attitude is. Like, she's been cut. A team is, and on a protected deal, a team is paying her to not play. So you never know. Maybe there might be a bit of an attitude change. Maybe there is an attitude issue. Like we did see at the start of the year, Tiara McCowan was pissed when she wasn't playing that much. So maybe there is an attitude issue. But at the same time, I did feel like Tiara McCowan recently with the Dallas Wings, when she started playing that situational player role, when she started coming in for a couple of minutes here, a couple of minutes there, and like I thought she was doing really well. She had a double-double a couple of games ago in like 15 minutes. She was coming in 2-minute spells, giving 2 to 4 points. And like, she's a handful. When she's on the floor, she's hard to guard. Like the Fever obviously were able to live with her on the floor. They were able to attack her into pick and roll. But like, she can be extremely hard to guard because she is just physically just a monster. She draws double teams. If you don't double team her, she's probably going to go and score if she gets the ball inside. Yes, she's going to commit some offensive fouls. Yes, there's going to be negatives, but there are positives. And for a 12th player on a team, you need someone who can come in and do something. Like, touch wood, nothing happens, but like if we're screwed if Aaliyah Boston gets injured. We're absolutely screwed. But we're in a significantly better spot with Tiara McCowan if that happens than Bree Turner. Like, again, obviously not all 12 players are going to play in every game, but all 12 players should give something when they play. And I understand Bree Turner's does a great job at, calling out the shot clock whenever it's looking like it's about to go down to 0. But like, when the option is there to have a 6'7" physical monster to play a limited role and to come in and just give us positive minutes whenever she comes in versus having an audible shot clock, I think you choose the player who plays basketball rather than chance 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think that the negative or the positives outweigh the negatives with Tiara McCowan? And look, we can... Obviously, nobody knows Tiara McCowan. Like, so if people are talking about hypothetical attitude issues, no one has any idea. So if that's the logic, then I'm not going to argue that. But let me know just on purely basketball. Do you think basketball reasons she's somebody that the team could help the team? And in fairness, like, it does. I don't think it does anything wrong. It's a negative thing either, having somebody who's liable to just completely, who's just a physical presence, who's liable to completely crash out on the court either, like Tiara McCowan is every now and again. That's going to take maybe 1 to 2 ejections for the rest of the season. Like, I don't think that's the worst thing either. Like, the Indiana Fever had a team that up to a point were seen as soft, and I don't think it's an issue getting players in that will destroy that reputation. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. I'll see you.